Hi everyone, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home. Thank you for watching my videos, and today we are going to do a standalone pop-up card. So I've worked out all the measurements and make sure it all fits together nicely. I've done it in colour so that you can see. Let's just get rid of that. So here you can see the basic outlines of it, and it is very, very simple. Let's just get this all out the way. That's it. So obviously I'm going to start with the box because it doesn't really matter whether you use a rectangle or a square. I want mine to be 6.75 wide, and the reason I'm doing this is so that it will fit into a 7x7 envelope. The length I need, the height, is 11.5. And as always that I do, we are going to put them on the grey lines because that's the X and Y, which is over here. If you're not sure how to use it, so the X is the position down this way, going down, and the Y is where you are across this way, however far down you go. So anywhere that you've got a line going down, as you go across, that's the X. This one that goes across, as you go down, that's the Y. Right, so at the moment I'm on 0, 0, which is what I need for the score marks that we're going to need. I'm going to do it upside down, just so we know where we are. So for score marks, we always use the path tool. And I know I want the first one on half. So click, hold shift, go straight across, and then double click the other end. And then have a look at your X and Y. We want it on 11. So as you can see, we need to go down just a little bit to 11. And this one, I mean, it's not as important, but we need it on 0. So that's the first score. Layer, duplicate. This one, we want an inch higher. There we go. Is that about right? Oh, I'm almost there. So you want it on 10 and 0. And then we'll duplicate it again. I haven't done the score lines. It doesn't matter if you do it before or after, really. We need another half. No, we don't. We need 2. Apologies. I was ahead of myself there. 7.98, so we need to go down to, I'm using my keyboard, but you can just do that and put 0 and it will take it there. I'm using the arrows on my keyboard, but like I said, you can do it either way. So layer, duplicate, and we will need another inch. That's about there, I reckon. Oh, so close. So 6.99, we need to go down. Okay, so that one I am going to do that. So now all the lines are in place. I'm going to grab it all, and then I'm going to hold shift and click again on the rectangle because we don't want that in score lines. Always the third score down, and then hold shift again, grab the rectangle and Control G or layer group. We want it all in one group. So that's the first piece. The smaller piece, I'll still use a square. We want this 4 by 6. I'm going to put it up to the Y line. The X doesn't really matter because we're going across. So we need 2 lines here. You could duplicate the other lines or just start again. So click, hold shift, straight across and double click. And that's exactly where I want it, on the halfway position. So I will change that to the score line and duplicate. And this one, we want an inch down. So 1.5. That's 48. See, I'm here. So they're the two score lines for that. Now I am going to also group that so my score lines won't move. So then all you need are the mats. Now for this one, you're going to be coming up 2 inches. So we know that this shape, oh I see, right, the reason it's gone a bit wider is because I've gone over with some of the score lines, that's all it is. But this shape itself, we know it's 675. So we know wide on this one, we want 6.5. Now for the height, we've got from here to here left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But a lot of it is going to be covered, at least 2 inches of it, maybe a little bit more. So we need to come down. I worked it out at 4 3/4, and that can be your first mat. And then if we duplicate that, your next mat is obviously 1/4 inch less on each. So 25 on that one and 50 on that one, and that's your next mat. So for this one, I'm going to get another square. And this one, it's only 4 across anyway. The reason I've done 4 across is so that it's just a little bit on each side smaller than that. Just over an inch smaller on each side. If this is 4, we want this at 3 3/4, which is 75. You could probably get 425 actually, if I'm being honest. Yeah. There we go. So 375 by 425. And then duplicate that. And all you're doing is taking it down by 1/2 inch. So that's 5. And spot on 4. So I got the measurement from the top one. Okay. So that's all your mats and your 2 parts to do your card. So now we've just got to go over and decorate it. It's a fairly straightforward one, as always. If you just want the file to do it, it's free to download on my Facebook group page, and you can use it however you like. Okay, I'll see you over at the craft table. Okay, as you can see, I'm over at the craft table. I've cut all my stuff out. Now before I start, I've written a message into the video, but I forgot to tell you to cut out a panel for this, which is, well, that's 1 3/4 inches. What was the length of it? I forget. So that will be 1 3/4 by 6.5. And then you have the bit that goes on top, that will be 1.5 by 6 1/4. But that will be written on the video for you. So anyway, so we've got the sheet with all the score marks on, and what we're going to do is actually stick it there. So if we do that first, is it that way? Yeah. So the best way to do this, I just wanted to make sure I got it right. First things first, we'll glue this so we know we've got it. So you want the bottom score, or the top score line, fold over, 1 score line, 2 score line, 4, fold over again. And then we're going to stick that straight down, that one, like that. And then we can stick this straight down.
I chose this because I didn't want a really busy background. I just wanted it subtle. This is from one of my 12 by 12 pads of the works. So now we're going to do it the other way, just so that we know that it's going to bend both ways. And then we do this one. So now we're doing here. So like I said, I've recently been trying to go through all my old stock and try and use that instead of going out and getting new, or you know, printing out new, whatever. Just go through all the old stuff I've got, because I have, believe me, I have plenty. So that card is the pistachio colour of Tonic's Craft Perfect card. Like I said, this is from a 12 by 12 works papers. I get a lot of them because they're only like £4 or £5. So okay, so then we need the side bit, and again what we're going to do is do the little tab and you need to match it to the top here so that it won't go over. Don't know why I'm going on the side, sorry guys. So we're going to go to the top there and match it, and I'm just going to stick it straight down. So I've stuck it on the tab there so that it will do that. Now you want to put it back at the top, fold this up, and that's how much you are going to stick on. So all we're going to do just a little bit of glue and fold them both flat and stick them together. And then we've got the topper for that. So it is that simple with just mats and toppers to actually make the base of the card with all just the mats. Sorry, not the toppers, the mats. So it's going to stand like that. So that's the basis of it. It does stand. I don't. Oh, it's because there we go. It does stand. I've practiced before. I'll show you the other one afterwards. So now I was going through all my stash just to try and find something, and I actually like the colours on this. I thought it would go nicely with all of this, you know, there's very similar colours. I might be wrong. I might have looked in the wrong light, but now I'm looking, I'm thinking, I'm not so sure. No, I still think so. Okay, so this is Hunky Dory. I don't know what set it was from. It says All of a Flutter. Again, I have so many different sets and I never get to use them. So I was thinking if I put that one there and then I'm not so sure it goes together now. But anyway, a beautiful little hummingbird, and then we can do that. There's a happy birthday there. Maybe we use the border. The sentiment can go on the back. And then we've got all these bits that we can use as well. I really like this little one, and I thought that could just go up. Actually, it could go down there, couldn't it? So take your time, decide where you want to place everything. Okay, so it's pretty simple. I've just stuck a few things on together, maybe add some pearls and bits down here. I don't know, I've still got half the thing left. There's the little sentiment as well, that's lovely. So there, I mean, it's so simple to do. You just got to make sure you put the creases in well enough for this, because I think it's not going to stand properly unless it's all creased properly. Let's try that now. I'm not getting, there we go. So there's a female one, and earlier on I tested it by doing a man's one. Put some string round it. Hint about that is to put the string round before you stick it down, because otherwise you've got to keep digging underneath. Again, a very simple one, but I really liked that actually. Yeah, so that's two of them I've done, and again it's a very simple card, easy to follow, and then you just go mad with your own designs, whether it's toppers or dies or stamping. There's so many things you can do with these designs, so I hope you enjoyed that. And sorry, before I forget, you put your insert on the back of any of them. You can do that. So okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.